I want to quickly take you through the Provincial Audit Report, just to show you the absolute dire state our provinces are in. Okay, so municipalities in all provinces continue to show signs of significant financial difficulty. 74 of these municipalities are in such a dire position that there is significant doubt as to whether they will be able to continue operating in the near future. My question is, but what does that mean? Okay. Now get ready for the real numbers. I want to tell you about deficits. So Eastern Cape has a deficit of 1 billion, Free State 2.5 billion, Gauteng 2.1 billion. This is just the deficit. KwaZulu-Natal, which sits separately to all the other expenditure. KwaZulu-Natal 1 billion, Limpopo 0.3 billion, Mpumalanga 3.8 billion, Winner, Northern Cape 0.69 billion, Northwest 1.4, Western Cape 0.15 billion. We have our irregular expenditure for the financial year I'm talking about, and then the closing balance. So irregular expenditure carries over. I'm going to speak about the closing balance. Eastern Cape's closing balance for irregular expenditure, 36 billion. Free State, 12 billion. Gauteng, 25 billion. KwaZulu-Natal, 14 billion. Don't get distracted with those little green things. Don't look at those little green things. Still 14 billion. Imagine what you could do with 14 billion. Okay, Limpopo, 5.5 billion. Mpumalanga, 5.6 billion. Northern Cape, 3.4 billion. Northwest, you're doing well. 32 billion. I'm tired of saying the word billion. Eastern Cape still takes the cake, sorry. And then Western Cape, 1.1 billion. Okay, so our total for all provinces irregular spend is 136.98 billion. Hey government, what you say for yourself? This is even more exciting. So this is a completely different pot of gold. Unauthorized and fruitless and wasteful expenditure. So these are just for the financial year. It's not a carryover. Eastern Cape, unauthorized 1.9, add 0.43. Okay, you can see the numbers on the screen. I'm just gonna, Free State 4.5 billion, 5, almost 6 billion. Gauteng, great, we're gonna save Johannesburg. The G20's coming. I'm very happy, but now we have to find that 6.6 billion. Let's just round it up to 7. We just unauthorized and fruitless. We have a 7 billion rand bill. So yeah, it's a lot. Western Cape, 0.3 billion, 0.04 billion. Just to prove that it can be done, it gets even more exciting, as if it couldn't. If you're still with me, after all these numbers, it's tongue twister for sure. Eastern Cape owes Eskom 2.2 billion and 500 million for water. Free State has this, almost 10 billion in Eskom arrears and almost 8 billion in water arrears. 18 billion, 18.5 billion. Gauteng. Now, I look forward to you showing off these new roads and clean streets to the G20. But my question to you, Mr. Mayor, is what are we going to do with our 4.38 Eskom arrears and our 4.33 water arrears? Do you have a plan for those? KwaZulu-Natal, 1.1 Eskom arrears, 1.5 water arrears. Limpopo, actually doing quite well here. 0.9 billion for Eskom and 1.3 for water. Mpumalanga, 16.34 billion for Eskom, 47%. Wow. and 1.42 billion for water. Northern Cape, 2.7 billion for Eskom, 0.64 billion for water. Northwest, 3 billion for Eskom and 3 billion for water. Western Cape, 0.17 billion for Eskom and 0 for water. So in total, all our provinces owe Eskom 40 billion and water 20 billion. So yeah, just where's the money for the improvements coming? And when do we start dealing with this deficit?